And hello to all my Virgo friends, I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your free psychic tarot reading for July 2022. Now today they've dialed up for Virgo a Celtic cross spread. It's a good spread for general readings because it looks a little bit in the past, a little bit in the future, but it focuses the most on the current scope, which in this case is July. It's also the only spread that I do that devotes an entire card, kind of an area, to the environment. So they want to bring out the environment by bringing out the Celtic cross. So there's something important there that they don't want you to miss. We're going to conclude your reading with the runestone and also conclude after that with an angel protection card. They asked that I give you guys just one of them, so it's just a little extra oomph, a little push in the right direction with one of these moving parts, which is the Celtic cross. Let's get started, guys. The cards are already shuffled. I do that ahead of time to save us a bunch of time. I'm going to bring you in right now so you guys can watch. Go ahead and hit that like button if you're ready to have a great July. And we are on. What I'm doing now, Virgo, are my ritual cuts. I like to do these live and on camera every single time, basically cutting the deck into 3 different pieces, putting them back together in a separate order, and then they're ready to go. So here we go with the Celtic cross. This is you and all that you are. This is what crosses you. This is what's behind you, the recent past. This is what's in front of you, the near future. This is what's above you, something you're aware of. This is what's below you, something that you are not. I'm going to move this to get it all in frame better. The wide angle view is very hard to do in a Celtic cross, which runs tall. So here we go, running up the sides with 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to bend 10 in so you can see it a little bit better. Check my discards here, not my discards, but my inverts. They look good. There's not enough to matter, so that's perfect. Just, let's see, a couple angel cards here, oracle cards for the big themes. Actually scoot these guys over a little bit. I'm going to move the screen, like I said, to show you everything, so don't worry. You will see it all. I like to share my screen with you guys. And I believe we are ready. That is it. Okay, let's show you. Let's show you what we're working with here. Okay, you can see the bottom quite easily. Let me show you the cross first. Okay, so here's your main cross. Going right across like that. That's why it's a cross. You can see that top card, that 10 of swords. And here is 7, 8, 9, and 10. I've bent in all the way up there. So there is the cross. Let's get to work. Virgo July, here we go. Coming in hot. Okay, Virgo, let's start at the beginning, shall we? July is going to be a shake it up kind of month for my Virgos, quite a bit of you. Shaking it up, hopefully in a good way. You know, shakeups are not always bad. Change is very often good. You should not be afraid of change. They show the Tower card. That's what comes in first. It is inverted for me, so they're letting me know here that this is a pretty quick change. Another word would be collapse, but it sounds so negative. I don't want to, attach this to be a negative thing because it certainly may not be. This certainly could be a very fast good change as well. So it is a foundational change. It lets you rebuild differently. And when it's inverted like this, it's letting me know that it does come in quick, but you can kind of see it coming at the same time. So it doesn't completely blindside you, which is good. You can kind of, you can see it happen. It just might happen a little quick. So that's where we start. That's what's starting off July with a bang, quite frankly. Now they do show action, especially in your mind. We have mental action going on here. So they want you very, very sharp, making decisions in the month of July, not really waiting. They're saying don't hold back. Like, let's make these decisions. Let's decide up here. It doesn't mean that you actually have to do the physical version of it. So it's like, if you're moving, you're going to move soon, right? Start thinking about where you're going to move to. Start getting these things in order. Doesn't mean that you actually have to do the moving in July. Another example here, let's say for a business project, start getting these things in order in July. Doesn't mean that you have to finish the project in July, but this is the time for action, making decisions up here, getting that stuff figured out. Next, they show, going back to the past here, they show nostalgia or children. For most of you, I think this is actually going to be nostalgia. A lot of you have been thinking about your past quite a bit, and it is... I don't review that as a bad thing. It's good to remember the good old days, the good times, as long as it's in a healthy way. You don't want to be remembering old toxic relationships, maybe even lying to yourself, saying remembering the good moments, but without remembering the bad. They both go together, and don't let your memories fool you. But nostalgia comes in a bunch of different ways, and you may have just recently been experiencing quite a bit of that. I know I personally have, and I'm a Virgo, so it makes a full bunch of sense to me. I was actually thinking about the other day how the fast food chain stores have changed so much, and like Pizza Hut used to be so family friendly, and readathons, bookathons, and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, nostalgia. That's coming through into the future, and it's still pulling through, but at the same time, make sure it's healthy. As long as it's healthy, I have no problem with it. They want you to think about this kind of stuff. So there's something in there for you. And the reason that you're being pulled back to the past a little bit is so that you can kind of rectify some certain things in the present and to obviously move forward with your future. As we move into your future position card, the card looks very, very good. It is the best card in the entire deck, guys. Only problem is, it's the sun. I guess I should tell you. It is the sun card, so we have glowing, wonderful energy in the future coming up very, very soon. Only problem is it is inverted. It is switched, so there are clouds or something impeding it, getting in the way. What is getting in the way of our sun, guys? We gotta get that out of there because we need that sun to shine through. Virgos need that sunlight in July as soon as possible. Maybe it's coming in that good in August. Who's to say? But in a general reading, really hard to tell, and especially in the future position card, very hard to tell because what is the future of July? Well, I guess the nearest future would be August. Does that mean the sun's not going to come out in July? No. It means that there's different Virgos that are experiencing this in different kind of phases, little different frequencies, right? They do show imagine here, so they really want you to start thinking about what this future brightness can be for you and what you can do to really improve your life moving forward in the short term. And I'm not talking about 5-10 years from now. They want you to focus on like August, September, the very near future. So very interesting. Good message though too for Virgo. In the above position, this is letting you know what is going on right now that you are very aware of. So I'm not telling you anything new, more than likely. They show a lot of Virgos are very tied down in the month of July. So what kind of tied down that is going to be different for everybody. Some of you may be tied down in work. Maybe some of you may be tied down in projects at home, tied down with family circumstances and situations. Doesn't really matter what it is. All you have to deal with it, whatever it is. Whatever it is coming up as is something that you have to navigate through. It is they do kind of present it as a mental card, so just keep in mind that some of the things that you're going through, they're not all real. Some of them are mental constructs, stuff up here, so that you're worrying about, maybe stressors or anxiety, stuff like that. Keep in mind that none of that is like actually real. Stress and anxiety is very much linked to the past, which has already occurred and is over, or the future, which is not here yet. So keep all that stuff in mind. Anyway, the top position is not really telling you anything new. This is the big one. So the big one down below, now I'm telling you something you're not aware of, and that is bringing in new knowledge, new awareness, learning new things. This can be college courses for some people. In the real world application of this card, we would be talking about advanced learning. This is like going back to school, going back to college, getting accredited for something, learning something new that would help advance your career, maybe something like that. So some of you need to start considering this, and that is something that you haven't done yet. Okay, they want you to go the distance. That is my Oracle Angel card. So they're saying that this is a marathon. This is not like a quick little thing. So this may be even self-learning. You may be teaching yourself about something here, and it may be a process. And as long as it's something that you're interested in, you will see yourself through the process. You will make it through that marathon, and if not, you just won't. Because quite frankly, if you don't care about something, it's really hard to learn and to retain knowledge on something. But that's what they show. And the other definition of that card is knowledge just being presented to you. The window is wide open. You guys are getting the full scope of everything. Coming in July, it's very good because it allows us to make very clean, crisp, and precise decisions. It really helps with our decision-making process when we can see the whole board, zoomed out. So that is the bottom. That is your main cross, guys. Very interesting stuff for the month of July. Moving up your sides here with 7, 8, 9, 10. Number 7 here is the advice section. The advice is to keep this perspective good. They're showing me a lot of Virgos have a tendency to look at the negative, and they really want you to turn this around. For those of you who already are not looking at the negative, looking at the positive, the glass half full, good for you. You're already good. This message is just not for you. This is for my Virgos who are having a rough time of it in phases and certain parts, and they really want you to look right behind you. This card is showing the rewards that are right behind you. That's not all pain, suffering, victim mode, losses, stuff like that. They're saying look right behind you at all that you still have. All the good people that still love you, all the good things you have going for you, switch this perspective around. And it is an emotional pull too. So the next spot up here is the environmental, wrong E word. Environment, here's what we're looking for. Now, here they're showing the environment around a lot of my Virgos is getting over a sickness. So I don't know if you guys there have been like some sicknesses in the family, or maybe this is again kind of the mental construct. It is a sword card. So you may be moving out of an environment that was a little bit, I don't want to use the word toxic because it's a little rough, but a little toxic. And this may be real world stuff like germs, viruses, like I gave you the example of sick, or this may just be people that are just very negative, very people that cause you stress and anxiety and all these things. They want you to consider that ties you down or pulls you down, pulls you kind of into that dark rain cloud where really, Spirit is saying, you got to get yourself in a good environment here. You cannot have this toxicity. Again, strong word, but you know where I'm going with it. You can understand the vibe. Next thing we have moving up a little higher, number 9, is hopes and fears. It doesn't really tell me if this is a hope or fear for you, but it happens very fast. We have fast traveling news coming in with the hope or fear. So either you guys are hoping that things change very, very fast, or some of you are actually afraid of change happening very fast. Maybe you prefer slow change. So there's kind of two sides of the coin going on there. Some of my Virgos are ready to see it happen really quick, and other of my Virgos are like, whoa, slow down a little bit. A little too quick for me. So that's what's going on there. And as we end at the very top, the kind of the capstone of your month here, we have the Emperor card. That is my God card in tarot, the boss, the supreme authority. It is a very good notation. It kind of indicates to be the boss of your month, to own it, be accountable for it. It's basically all your fault for all the good stuff, and it is all your fault for all of the bad stuff. So blame yourself, whether it's praising yourself, blaming yourself, but mostly holding yourself accountable. Even if it's like something that you did wrong in the month and it's something that now you have to, deal with this, or now you have to pay this because you didn't do this. Okay, well, if you're going to look on the bad side of things forever, you're going to keep attracting that bad stuff. You got to just turn this around, going back to that advice column where they said the perspective just needs to turn around. You guys be the boss of this here. It could also mean being the boss of something more too. Like some of you in the workplace may be thinking about being the boss, going for promotion, moving on up, something like that. That's a smaller definition for less of my Virgos, but at least throwing it out there. They do show mending too for my Oracle Angel card, so that basically shows that there is repair going on in the month of July. July is a very much recuperation type of month of vibe. That's what I get from kind of the entire scope of it. But there's changes going on, like, ready or not, whether you're healed or not, things are going to change either way. Here it comes, like that's kind of the vibe there. Let's get into your moon cycles. That's going to tie into quite a few of these little parts here. And then we're going to get onto your rune stone and the angel protection card. Full moon energy, guys, comes in first. That is July 13th. That is the best time to get anything out of your life that doesn't fit anymore. It doesn't even matter what it is. If it's, somebody you're dating, whether it's projects you just got to finish and wrap up, whether it's old stuff, emotional baggage. We talked about that a little bit. And also bad habits. Any of that stuff can be purged very, very easily, or much easier, put it that way. Middle of July. It does not have to be on the 13th, anytime around there. Adversely, we have new moon energy coming in early in July, but I want you guys focused the most, targeting the very end of July. July 28th is the new moon. That is the best time to bring anything brand new into your life that is not there before. New diet, new exercise, something new with finance, something new with job. We did talk about some of you being the boss, going for promotion, okay, in the month of July. So any of that kind of stuff, even new love, you're trying to attract new love, find a person, all that stuff fits much better at the end of July. You could do it other times. It would just be a little more difficult to do so. So these are the energies, the ebbs and flows of how these lunar cycles work for you. If any of this confuses you in any way, I put together a graphic illustration for you. It's free. It's on my website, scottsagent.com. It is parked on the bottom of my videos page, so check that out. And it just illustrates of how you can place certain things in your month to implement positive change much easier. So that's what it's all about, guys. While you're at the website, make sure you're signed up for the newsletter. That's at the bottom of, I think, every single page I have. Signing up for the newsletter gets you just one email every single month. I just send updates with that, as well as promo codes, save you guys some money on readings, show you all the new exciting stuff that's coming to the channel and so forth. And the Facebook page, I do giveaways on there too. So make sure you're signed up for the newsletter. They get a couple I say they being my newsletter people who are great. They get a couple free readings every single year just by being signed up to the newsletter, so make sure you're signed up for that as well. Also, while you're at the website, check out my brand new product. It's only been out a couple months. Great reviews on it. It is called my Health or Chakra Scrub. We aren't doing any kind of health stuff or really chakra in here talking about it at all. So what if you're wondering about that kind of stuff? Well, the Health or Chakra Scrub is a bite-sized product. It's an audio product, very affordable. You don't even have to be there to be read. Use your birth date attached to your energy directly. So there is none of this Virgo bubble energy to it. It's all personalized to you. In fact, all of my products on my website are personal to you. There is no bubble energy. Anytime we're using bubble energy, I give you guys that stuff away for free, and it's on you to put the context together to make it make sense for you. So that is that's all the website stuff. Make sure you check that out, guys. That Health or Chakra Scrub is a big hit. All right, so let's get into the runestone. Runestone is next. Here we go. Give him a quick little swirl here. This one just wants to go. This one wants to be the one. So here we go, Virgo. Let me show you this guy. This is the runestone for joy. Joy, happiness, that future position of the sun is what it reminds me of the most. That's where they want you to get. So enjoy July. There is still some work to be done, of course. This is not, like I said, it's a mending, kind of a healing month. A lot of my Virgos are kind of catching back up, getting back to where, almost kind of ground zero, if you will, to a point. Some of you more so than others. But we're working on healing. We're working on mending and getting things back together. So make sure you find joy, because this sun card at some point is going to flip around, and that is going to be the most wonderful kind of energy that we can have. And they are showing that that is on the horizon, guys. It is coming soon. So when is that going to come? I would kind of lead you to believe, and I really feel this way very deeply, that the more you experience the joy, the more that you are going to attract that joy. You're going to make that sun card come just a little sooner. Okay, guys, so very, very good parts there. Just got to give you that angel protection card I promised you. That's just one card, so that's nice and easy. See how they tie that in. So to the sea, they want you to move forward, guys. Forward, forward, forward. Don't go going back to the past. That goes back to our nostalgia card a little bit here. The past is worth remembering. Memories are good. The good times are good, but we need to move forward. Move forward to that future through the present, not through the past, guys. So we need to work on what is right in front of our faces today as we move forward. They give me the To the Sea card, but that's basically just pointing toward the future. And, smoothing things out. It's going to get smoother. Some of you Virgos have been through some rough patches. This is also on the mend. This is healing itself, working itself out. So Virgos, have a wonderful July. That is it for me. Remember to like and subscribe so you see the future videos, and have a great July. I said that twice, but I really want you to have a great July 3 times.